beside me. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky man. 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 Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky man. 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 I am a lucky man.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and right now you're on the speed lane. It's a brand new week. It's Monday morning, and I hope you're stepping into it with positive energy. Now, you know how we do it here. We bring you real life conversations that make you think and make you talk. So today, let's talk about something that never gets old: money and happiness. And the question is, can money really buy happiness, or is it just a myth? So you too can call in to be part of this conversation if you reach out to us on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868. I am your host today, Mary Hangeior, and I'm here with...
Good morning, Mary, and good morning to you, listener. My name is Clement Sampson.
All right, Clement, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay. So you heard our focus today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can money really buy happiness? It's
Yeah.
something that's often, that saying is very popular. Some people will argue that money money can buy happiness, while others will say money is not everything, and all of that. So personally, Clement, do you think money can really buy happiness?
Yeah, of course. I do believe that money can buy happiness.
Okay.
I think money can buy happiness. As far as me, I see it.
Okay, and how is that?
Yeah, I mean, there have been these times. Sometimes it doesn't even need to buy it for you. Okay, the mere knowledge that you have it just pours happiness into your mind. I've been in situations when I'm just aware of the fact that I've got money and it's quite handy. It's in my possession. It's mine. It's nobody's. I own it.
Okay.
That in itself makes me lie down feeling very peaceful. Do you understand? It just pours that happiness inside of me. And that's it, just giving me happiness yet. It's not like I've used it to procure something. Okay, like buy an experience, such as maybe going to a fancy restaurant or going on a vacation. I'm not buying any experiences yet. Just the mere knowledge of me, just knowing that I have money.
Okay, quickly, let's take this call. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Can you move away from your radio set, please?
Yes, how are you? Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Morning. Move away from your radio set. We are finding it difficult to hear you here.
Okay.
Yes.
I've done that. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. So tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay. I'm Mrs. Comfort at Chibinda.
All right. So, Mrs. Comfort, do you think money can really buy happiness?
Capital no. Money cannot buy happiness.
Okay. And why is that?
I can back up with my points. You know, happiness is what gives you joy.
Yes.
And in this aspect, you see many people have money, but they don't have happiness. Let me bring it to this aspect. As a woman, I'm a married woman with 4 kids and with husband.
Okay.
You see, you might have husband or other relatives. You have money and everything. But you will discover that money particularly, it will not give you joy. It will not give you happiness. There will be most problems coming up that you may even wish to have to use that money to buy happiness, but no, you won't get happiness out of money.
Yes.
Happiness is an innermost feeling. It's an emotional thought and whatsoever.
Okay.
So, to my best of knowledge, money cannot give you happiness.
All right.
You have that money, but you will, at times you will lack happiness, and you wish like, what if that money is not there? You must have happiness. Is that money that someone will even use it to hurt you?
Okay.
So money cannot give you happiness.
All right.
It's not everything at all.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Comfort, for calling in to share your opinion. And she says money cannot buy happiness because happiness is more about feeling and all of that. So there are some problems you have, even with that money, you would not be able to solve them. So you too can call in to be part of this conversation on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, we lost that. But so far, Clement, you heard what Mrs. Comfort said. That totally disagrees to your own point. But I feel like you have not landed yet. Maybe if you land, I'll even be on your side. So let's hear you.
Okay, well, so I started by saying how just the knowledge itself that you have money, all right, in your account just gives you happiness without you necessarily buying anything, any goods, or buying any form of service or any experience like that. Good. Now, let's look at it. Let's not look at it that way. Okay? Let's look at it in the sense of what money can help you afford.
Yes.
Now, when money helps you afford some things, there's this feeling, all right, when you finally are able to buy something you've been craving all along to own, and then you get it. There's this rush, all right, this sensation that comes over. It's happiness.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Dennis Hangeior. I'm calling from New GRA.
Okay, so Dennis, tell us, do you think money can really buy happiness?
Well, I beg to digress a little bit. I think money comes as a result of a reward of hard work. So if you get your money the right way, of course it will give you happiness.
Okay.
But those people who go the wrong way getting money, definitely it will trouble them. Because your conscience has to judge you first. How did I come about this money? You see, some people are right inside the air-conditioned cars and houses, and they're still sweating. So it depends on how you got your money.
Yeah.
If you got your money as a result of your business activities or your work or be it anything, so long as it's your genuine money, it will definitely give you happiness because that money will make you to buy the things you want.
Okay.
It can take you to places where you are a stranger, and with your money you can get the best of places to sleep.
Okay.
So definitely money gives you happiness.
Okay.
Why it is called the root of all evils is depending on how it is gotten. for now, people are killing to get money. Definitely, they would rather get troubled, because that is not the best way to go about it.
Okay.
But there's no way somebody, you are working right now. So if
Mm-hmm.
you have if you got paid, or maybe you do some program and then you're appreciated, definitely it's from your hard work. So definitely it will make you happy.
Mm.
So the source of how you got your money is what makes people get either happy or get troubled.
Okay.
So the source of that money
Mm-hmm.
itself is what brings the both, whether the positive or the negative aspect of it.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in to contribute. We heard him. He said money can definitely buy happiness, but it depends on the source of that money. If you went through the corners to get that money, you likely not have peace of mind to even enjoy the money. But if you got it from the right source, you did everything legally and all of that, you shouldn't have to worry. So Clement, what do you think about that? Is that the line you're also leaning towards? Or
Yeah, certainly. That's why I'm also leaning towards. Okay, we cannot run away from the fact. We cannot deny the fact that there are people who are wealthy. Yes, we know people who are wealthy, but then they still, you wouldn't say they are so content. All right, they don't have that level of happiness that you, as an ordinary person, has. Right, but then let's talk about money and what it can get for us. Okay, now I was talking about how one normally feels when they are able to buy that thing which they had been unable to buy for a long time. Now you don't just go to any place that they sell stuff and you just tell them to give you whatever you want and then you walk away. Money makes it happen. Okay, so the fact that you could go and, let's just step it down to something like a refrigerator. You've always wanted to have one, and then eventually you buy one and you bring it home. Good. Now you're not just going to be that normal. You won't just have that normal feeling you had the previous day when you hadn't brought something new into your house. You'd be elated. You'd be happy. Do you understand? That is a proof of money can buy happiness. You bought a fridge. Yes, that was a fridge. You didn't go to the market to buy happiness wrapped in a package. No.
Yes, but it brought you happiness.
It brought you happiness. Although marketers and advertisers would tell you, yes, you bought happiness. Okay, they tell you the product you bought, that was happiness. But then no. Well, it's the product that brought you happiness. The fact that you could use your money to buy what you've been always wanting. That's you getting happiness. Now let's talk about something like retirement. Do you know there's a lot of people who are working presently who wouldn't want, who deep within them, they don't want to be working the way they are working right now. They want to retire early. Okay, but the fact that they cannot make it happen because they are lacking money, specifically money to make for themselves a comfortable retirement.
Yes.
They keep working. That's them not happy. They want to retire early, but they cannot make it happen because a very important ingredient is missing for them. That's money. Do you understand? So money, as far as I'm concerned, certainly can buy happiness.
Okay, so it's still the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and today we are talking about money and happiness. And the question is, can money really buy happiness? Now, we have all heard at some point in time that money can't buy happiness, but at the same time, we know life gets a lot easier when the bills are paid, right? For some people, happiness comes from security, having a comfortable home, good food, access to healthcare, and the freedom to enjoy life without financial stress. But others say true happiness comes from inner peace, good relationships, and a sense of purpose, things money just can't buy. So where do we draw the line? What do you think? Do you really believe money can buy happiness, or is it just a myth? And you can reach out to us on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868, and tell us what you think. Can money really buy happiness? All right, so Clement, can someone be poor and still truly be happy? Do you think someone can be poor and still truly be happy?
Well, it depends on where the person is living. Yes, because I've seen a lot of documentaries when people leave their. I'm not talking about African people. I'm talking about American people. Okay, Westerners who would leave their job that pays them well, leave their air conditioned homes, leave their cars and all of this kind of stuff, and go live in a forest, living in a log cabin, okay, and be hunting animals to eat, right? Just living by themselves. Now, that's why I said it depends on the setting. You cannot be a poor person living in an urban area and you're seeing people going about their lives more successful than yours, and you'd still remain as a poor person and be happy. You'd feel that challenge. But then if you remove the poor person and take him to a forest to be living there, where he would have to kill animals to eat, pluck vegetables from the surrounding bushes to eat. Okay, if he wants to build his home, he would just cut down a number of trees and set up a rough shelter for himself. Yes, he can truly be content. Yes, he would be poor and still be happy, because he doesn't living in the wilderness like that, he wouldn't need money to pay for anything, right? He wouldn't go stand at a stall to buy meat. There are plenty of animals running around, just a matter of him just taking the time to chase one and kill. Okay, he wouldn't use money to build his house. There would be lots of trees for him to cut down and set up a rough shelter for himself, right? So in that kind of setting, he wouldn't be needing money. So why not? He will have happiness. But if you are living in a society, okay, an urban setting, even in a village, you're living in a community with people. You must need money to buy what you need.
Yes.
You cannot be hungry as a poor man and still be happy. I mean, come on. You're a human being. I don't know.
I get that actually.
Right? So it will only be possible for a poor man to be poor and still be happy, as long as he's not living in a community where money is used as the means for exchange.
Is there even somewhere like that right now?
That's what I'm saying. There's hardly anywhere. That's what I'm saying. That person has to be living in a wilderness, in the bush, and be eating wild honey.
Okay. Well, you too can call in to be part of this conversation if you reach out to us on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868, and tell us, do you think money can really buy happiness? Let us know what your take is on. Some people will say money cannot buy happiness, but you personally, for you, can money really buy happiness? Okay, so Clement, on the other hand, why I ask, okay, can someone be poor and still truly be happy? So on the other hand, can a rich person ever be unhappy despite having it all?
Yeah, certainly. See, the thing is, what happens to the poor man comes to happen to the rich man at some point eventually. It's just that because of the resources the richer individual has, he could put away a lot of unpleasant situations. Okay, a lot of unpleasant situations, a lot of hardship. You can put them away. Okay, now, like I made mention of something that one cannot be hungry and still be happy. You understand? Now, in the case of the richer person, he can put away hunger. Hunger wouldn't be a source of his unhappiness. Good. So he can put, because of his resources, he can put away a lot of things that could cause him to be unhappy. But then there are some things that cannot be solved, all right, with money. Do you understand? Like presently, there are still some illnesses that are they are terminal. They cannot be cured 100%. They only get managed, and eventually you manage them to a point that they cannot be managed again. So it happens to even the richest man. It could happen to even the richest man, where he could get to a point that, his money, he could have the money to pay for a cure for his illness, but then there wouldn't just be a cure for him to even pay for. Okay, now there are instances, fatal accidents happen to even the rich ones. Okay, you die by plane crash, you die by road accidents and the rest. So the time when and a lot of times these things are beyond their control. Okay, Now we know of a politician, prominent Nigerian politician, though I'm not going to mention his name. Okay, who was on a plane that had a serious malfunction, and he started praying and screaming to God. Do you understand?
True.
Now that was something way beyond his control, right? He knew for a fact then that there was nothing he could do about it, and he knew that he couldn't use his money to pay for his life there. That was way beyond him. Now the instance that he was screaming and praying, that was him being unhappy. That was him in distress. Do you understand? And that was something that he could
Your
not
money putting
pay.
you in trouble.
Yeah, he couldn't pay for that happiness.
Okay.
Do you understand? So even the wealthier ones, they still have their own instances when their money cannot even buy them happiness. Okay, they'd still be wealthy, but they'd still find situations that make them unhappy. It's human life. I mean, we're living in this world, and nobody's devoid of sad things.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
It's Bola Musa calling from Northern.
Okay. So what do you think? Can money really buy happiness?
It can, but with content. You have content in your mind.
Okay.
For example, if someone you have 1 million naira in your account in business, and you are looking forward and seeing somebody that has 200 million, so you will not be happy.
Okay.
If you are looking backward, you are having 1 million and you are looking for someone that is having 10,000 or 100,000, you know you'll be content. But if you are having even 100 million, if you are looking for someone who has billion, you will not be happy with what you have.
Okay.
No matter how amount of money you have, you are not content. You
Okay.
cannot be happy because you'll be looking for someone who is above you.
Okay.
But if you are looking back to someone you are above, you'll be happy with what you have.
All right.
That is it.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in to share your opinion. He said it's all about contentment. If you have the money and you're still looking at bigger things and thinking, I should have had this instead, or I don't have up to that, you may never truly be happy. But if you're looking at the ones that, okay, you're saying some people don't even have up to this, but I have that, you would be happy. So you too can call in to share your opinion on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868. And the question is, can money really buy happiness? Okay, so Clement, commenting on what you said earlier, me, I doubt I'll ever be unhappy if I had money. Like, if I have all the money I want, I don't know what will make me unhappy. I cannot think of it yet. Maybe there will be something, but for right now, if you ask me right now, I cannot think of anything that would stop me from being happy if I had all the money I want. Because no matter how I try to pass any situation, analyze any situation, it just links to money somehow. It just gets to, okay, money, if there was money, this thing will be solved and all of that. But I mean, that's everyone's opinion. So would you rather be rich and stressed or broke and peaceful, Clement?
Rich and stressed, please. All right. Yeah, rich and stressed. Well, thank God you said stressed. Thank God you didn't say rich and tormented. Because if that's the case, then I'd rather be poor and keep my peace. But thank God this one, you said it's stressed. So, which means at some point I can detach myself from that stress and get somebody else to deal with that stress because I have money.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why I'd be rich and be stressed is mostly because I'm getting myself too involved in little things and not allowing people to do them for me. Okay. Now, there could be also the reason of me having my business and some failures up and down, okay, that cause me to be stressed, because when you're dealing with failures at any level, it makes you stressed out. But then the thing is, I wouldn't think that these failures would be 100%. They wouldn't bring me down completely.
Okay.
Okay, that's why as a wealthy person, I would have other investments so that I wouldn't be dependent on one. But by once that one starts failing, I'd become stressed. Okay, even if it fails, I'd have other backups.
Okay.
Okay, and if it's the stress of me just micromanaging, involving myself with everything, then I think I can make it possible for me to detach and have other people deal with the stress for me, so I don't have to micromanage, right? And then I'd have more time to myself and more freedom in my mind to think straight and not be overwhelmed with stuff.
Okay.
So yes, I'd rather be wealthy and stressed.
But stressed. Have you seen those videos where they make like memes and say rich and sad, or poor and happy? I don't know. There are some of those videos, and then you see someone sad, just crying with a lot of money, traveling to different countries. I don't know. Have you ever come across any content like that? There are those memes like that.
Okay. No, I haven't though.
And you see someone crying. Okay, here's the money. Let me cry with it while I'm traveling around the world and just enjoying myself. It's hard for someone to actually be sad with that. Okay, it's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning we are talking about money and happiness. And the question is, can money really buy happiness? So you too can call in to be part of this conversation. If you reach out to us on 090 3648 5868, that is 090 3648 5868, and tell us, what do you think? Can money really buy happiness? Okay, so Clement, can money solve 90% of life's problems, or just create new ones? Do you think it can actually solve at least 90% of life's problems?
Money cannot solve up to 90%.
Okay.
I really can't tell how much of life's problems I think money can solve, but I
definitely
doubt
not.
I can say with confidence, though without facts, but just plain belief that money cannot solve up to 90% of life's problems.
No.
Honestly, money cannot solve tsunamis.
Yeah.
Money cannot solve earthquakes. Right? These things, they happen. They are natural disasters that happen. Okay, though they may give warnings, and well, you could be building on a place that is prone to earthquakes, and you could say yes, you could use your money to attempt solving the earthquake's effects on your building, but you cannot be so sure.
Okay.
You cannot be so sure. You can build your foundations, like your home's foundations, properly. You understand? Deep foundations, solid concrete mixed up with steel, but then earthquakes, well, they are beyond anybody's control. So even if the best you could do for yourself with your money is to not rather build there, but going somewhere else to build, right? So like you're chained to that particular land, you can afford to buy other lands and not be tied down to that particular one. So yeah, that's just what I think on this one though.
Okay, so from what I've gathered listening to you, it's more like you think money can buy happiness. That's to some extent, but money cannot solve all of life's problems. Like, it cannot always solve your problem, but then you're going to get that happiness. Like, I just I thought of the fridge incident. Okay, go on.
Yeah, you see, money cannot get you happiness every single time. Okay, just like I said, money cannot solve all of life's problems up to 90%. But the thing is, it puts you on a better standing. Okay, in terms of the level of happiness you can get than one who doesn't have money. Okay, but it's not, even the person who doesn't have as much money as you do is not entirely unable to achieve levels of happiness. There will be some levels of happiness, but I don't believe that they can have that much happiness compared to somebody who has more money. And I'm talking about somebody who has more legitimate money.
At least it's not everything you have to think about. When you're thinking about other problems, let's not be you're also thinking about what you will go and eat later, since you don't have money to afford.
Yes, you understand. So That's just it though.
All right.
For me.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning. This is Mr. Denny. They had calling back. I
Uh,
had called earlier,
all right. So what do you
and
have to add?
dissecting this topic you guys are treating.
Mm-hmm.
It's multidimensional.
Okay.
Somebody called, I think, a while ago and said people get into more trouble when they are not contented. So if you are a billionaire and you still want to get to become a trillionaire,
Mm.
you will be troubled because you are still looking for that which other people are looking up to you.
Mm.
So it actually depends on the mindset.
Mm.
There are some people who have money, they don't have children. Or
Okay.
maybe the kind of children, maybe, I wish I could have a son who would take over. So you keep troubling yourself depending on what you are not thanking God for.
Mm.
God is a very just God that He has done so much for humanity.
Mm.
There are certain things, certain people you see them, they don't have money, they have very responsible children. Some people have money, in fact, the children they have will be the source of their trouble. So it actually depends on how people look at life and what they have. So contentment to me, like the other person said, is it comes first.
Mm.
Because as somebody who have been also privileged to travel internationally, there are times you get into the plane. Of course, the rich man will be in the business class, in the first class. So he's in the first class. Maybe you're in the same plane, but he's paying like times 4 of what you are paid.
Mm-hmm.
It's because he wants to sit more comfortable and all of that. Yes, if everybody has the money, they can go to that. But even going to the airport, some people are already looking at you that, oh, you've been able to travel. So if you are so happy that God has made you possible to, afford that economic class ticket that can take you to the same destination.
Yeah.
And mind you, if anything goes wrong, God does not know who is in first class or business class or economy. So that person who said contentment, I think I want to go with him completely. So your happiness is determined on how you make of it.
All right.
If you thank God for everything that you have, you can be, you know that you will be happy.
All right.
So, but if you are looking for more that you think you have not gotten, definitely you will have yourself to blame in most of the things you find yourself. So that is one aspect I want to bring to the knowledge of the hearing public, that it has to do with you accepting that whatever God has given you, you are grateful.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand? There are people I know who have been married for more than 20 years. Some don't have a child. You understand? So it's not as if that was not what they wanted. But if God did not give them, they will just have to make do with what they have. So no matter the money they have, definitely, those kind of people, they are still looking for something they don't have. So it depends on how you look at it.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in to add that, Mr. Dennis. We heard him again, Clement. He commented on what the other caller said, that it has to do with contentment. Even if you have money and you keep looking at, I don't have enough yet, or I don't have as much as the other person has, it's kind of, you will not be happy. You're always troubled because you feel you should be there or you should have that much. So do you have something to comment on what he just added?
Well, the lack of contentment, it's something even the poor person would, even, well, the vast majority of poor people, they're not content, right?
No, but it's more like those ones have not really tasted. They have not, when you taste something, your blood is more, how do I put it?
Well, you don't need to taste it. You just need to see it. It's how it's working for other people, and then your discontent.
You can actually see something working for other people, but since you have not tried it, you don't know how much happiness they are actually getting yet until you actually touch it before you can relate completely. I don't know if you get me though. They might see it from afar or see it working on other people and all of that, but if they have not touched it yet, I feel like it's easier to relate when they have touched it. Or do you see it differently?
Yeah, well, it's easier to relate. Okay, it's easier if you've experienced it once and then you lost it. Okay. than if you never even had a taste of it. You wouldn't even care. But then humans have it inside of them. Desire. Okay, wanting to not be in one place. If it were not so, then the early man would not have at some point changed from using stone implements to iron implements. You understand? So it's in human nature to not be in one place, to crave to get more, to crave to acquire better stuff. Okay. And well, lack of contentment is part of it, yeah, actually. But then I feel I wouldn't be surprised if somebody is wealthy, okay, and he's still wanting to get more.
Okay.
I think it's part of human nature.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we cannot shy away from the fact that yes, that would that could cause the person to not be happy, but not that like that would be the person's primary cause of unhappiness.
Yeah.
It would just be just a little measure, though.
Okay. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning we are talking about money and happiness. And the question remains, can money really buy happiness? Now, you too can call in to be part of this conversation if you reach out to us on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868, and tell us what you think. Can money really buy happiness, or is it just a might? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Grace. I'm calling from Wadata.
Okay, so Grace, what is your take? Can money really buy happiness?
Yes, so like very, very well. I completely agree. Money can buy happiness.
Okay, and why is that?
Because when you don't have money, you're sad. But once Allah enters, you start smiling. Is that not happiness?
Okay. Thank you very much, Grace, for calling in to contribute. We had another person on the is it supporting? Yes, the supporting money can truly buy happiness. And she simply said, if you don't have money, you're sad, and once you see a lot, you're happy. And I feel a lot of people can relate to that. You know, they even put out those jokes out there. The moment you see a lot, you see those memes. Me, the moment I receive money, and then all of that. So yeah, she has a point. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from. And please do not call us a joke, because we are serious right here.
I even sensed it.
And it's even but if you're calling and that's on a serious note, to tell us your opinion, that is on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868. And be sure of what you want to say, and also you're giving us your actual opinion before you call. Don't just call. And the question is, can money really buy happiness? Okay, so Clement, there's something people say about money comes with a lot of problems. Like there's more problems when you have money more than the people who don't. Have you heard that saying before?
Yes, I've heard that.
And how true is that?
Yes, actually, excuse me. Yes, I think there's truth to it, because when you have more money, you begin to worry about your security. Okay, you begin to wonder about people who don't have and who could have their eyes on what you have. So that makes you jealous. Okay, that makes you jealous of what you have. Yeah. So I said jealous in the sense that you begin to worry about losing what you already have, having it and keeping it. That's the jealous that I meant. Okay, so yes, it could rob you of your security. Right? It makes you feel insecure. Okay,
Let somebody not kidnap you one day.
yes, because of your wealth, or kidnapping you of your loved ones because of that. And then also we think about stuff like responsibilities. Right, when you step out in public, people tend to expect more from you, even when they don't even deserve it. Okay, they just expect it from you because they feel like, well, you have too much. You shouldn't be. They would expect you to not be stingy, right? So sometimes trying to keep up with this pressure of what people expect from you, in itself could make you feel. Could bring about that part where you have it all but you're not so happy because you're under so much pressure. There's also family responsibilities as well. They would tend to weigh more on you than every other person else. Okay, these are the things. But then I would still stick to me, rather having money and dealing with this pressure than not even having at all. Because
I mean, the pressure is going to come even when you have that money or not. Even if you have it or not, you're still going to have problems. So
you still will have problems. Okay, now, how about situations whereby you don't have the resource, but then you see that one of your loved ones, is in need. So I'm talking of you having money and the desire to help others with it. So, but then you don't have the money, and you see one of your loved ones seriously in need. Do you understand? There have been people, I've seen this many times over. Okay, when people are in serious medical conditions and they don't have, let's say, for example, liver transplant, right, or kidney transplant, and they don't have the money to pay for the surgery. Everything about the surgery, and then they reach out to the public to help out. Do you understand? Now you can imagine the level of stress the loved ones of those people would be under, the level of misery, the level of pain to see their loved ones knowing full well what to do to help that person, but then they don't have the resource to make it happen for that person. And a lot of times it turns out that these people just helplessly watch their loved ones pass on, right? So you can imagine the
knowing
pain
that
of it.
something could have been
Something
done.
could have been done, but money was absent. The key ingredient was absent. Do you understand? That's them being unhappy because they didn't have the money. But then there comes this joy, this rush of fulfillment when you have it and you can use it to impact the lives of your loved ones, and not necessarily just your loved ones, but other people whom you were touched by their situations. Gives you that level of, that sense of, it's a priceless sense of fulfillment when you can use your money to affect lives positively. Okay, so I'm still sticking by it. Money brings happiness. Now in this case, it's not the direct happiness, like it didn't bring happiness directly to you, but it inspired happiness to you. Just the mere sight of you seeing somebody's life change positively because of your money. That's your money even doing the work of channeling happiness to you. Okay, not that you bought stuff and you enjoyed the stuff, no, but you impacted people's lives. That in itself becomes a huge source of happiness for you. Okay, so still sticking by it again, money brings happiness. And I'd rather have money and be stressed than to not have it at all. And
Yeah. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning we are talking about money and happiness. And the question is, can money really buy happiness? You too can call in to be part of this conversation if you reach out to us on 090 3648 5868. That is 090 3648 5868, and tell us, can money really buy happiness? And you're just giving us your opinion, know what every other person thinks is right, or any other perception from any other person. Is just what you think. Can money truly buy happiness? All right, so Clement, about still on this issue, do you think rich people are happier than the average person? You know what I mean, right? Like people who have more, do you think they're happier than the average person, considering the fact that, okay, that whole money also comes with pressure and the rest of that? Do you think they are still happier than the average person?
No, that's well, I cannot say for a fact, but if it's based on what I feel, yes, I feel they do. Regardless of them having the scare of insecurity, okay, regardless of them dealing with responsibilities, right? I do still feel they are better off in terms of happiness than the average person, because the average person wakes up every day and he's thinking of how to keep up. Okay. Something as basic as transportation, the average person is still struggling with it. Okay. But the wealthier one doesn't even need to worry about transportation. If their car breaks down and then they can't afford to drive it by themselves, have to drive, they can easily make a call for somebody else come and plug that gap for them. I mean, it's an easier stuff for them to deal with. Okay, than for the poor person. You see, the reason why a lot of times it seems like the wealthier ones, well, they're still unhappy. It's because as human beings, we tend to forget our we tend to forget our blessings too quickly. Okay, that's why it's said normally that if you take your time to stop and take account of your life, you'd be grateful for some things, right? So you'd still hear the wealthy ones still complain and still grumble and still express discontent because like this one about transportation, something as basic as transportation, which I just mentioned, that the average person still struggles with, while the wealthier ones don't even deal with that anymore. Okay, something like that. The wealthy one would forget how transporting from one point to the other is not even a big deal for him anymore. Okay, the wealthy one could forget about how it wasn't such a big deal anymore for him, or rather it's not such a big deal for him anymore to pay their child's tuition fees, right? They'd still have a lot to still complain, but that's human nature. That is human nature.
Yeah.
But if I want to be frank, okay, I would still say the wealthy ones, they still have it way better than the average ones in terms of happiness.
All right.
Okay, it's just a matter of them coming to terms with what they've achieved.
Okay.
And acknowledging it.
At the end of the day, money is powerful, no doubt about that. It can make life easier, open doors and take away stress, but happiness, that one comes from inside, from peace of mind. Even money itself, good health, love, purpose, and the people around you. So maybe the truth is money can support happiness, but not actually replace it. And that's where we'll wrap it up on the speed lane this morning. We have been talking about money and happiness, and we have been asking, can money truly buy happiness? So don't forget to remember to always stay grateful. And also, happiness isn't always about what's in your pocket, but what's in your heart. Also, coming up at 10 a.m. right after the news, it's King James 90s Top 10. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. This has been the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I've been your host, Mary Hangeior, and I've been here with
Clement Sampson.
And together we are saying bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.